Welcome to Firearms of America. Today, as you guys can see, my camera's crooked as always. I'm out here at our Church of Fire property, and today I wanted to make another instructional video. I haven't done one of those for a while. So today in this instructional video, I'm going to give you two ways of changing your magazine, and I'll give you some exercises to practice that you can do in the comfort of your own home. But I'll show you the with live fire, show you the mag changes and the difference between the two, and let's get into it. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to be using my Glock 17, which got nothing in it, and I also do have two empty Glock magazines that I'm going to be carrying on my battle belt. And my Glock and my 7663 RDS Safari Land holster, whatever. I've done the review of it. Check it out if you're interested and want to see it. So, two different mag changes. We have a tactical mag change and we have the emergency mag change. Now, the difference between the two, as it sounds, tactical mag change is going to be the situation where you are not in a rush. It's not an emergency. You are doing a tac reload. Basically, if you engage the target, right? You fired a few shots. Let's say there is an actual magazine in here. I engaged the target. Let's say I've shot 5 shots, 10 shots, whatever it is. But I'm not getting rid of the magazine. I'm going to put it away so that I don't have the rounds in the magazine. I have the empty magazine. I am just reloading the magazine, putting it back. So the tac reload, there you go. Very simple. You're taking out the good one that you want to put it in. You're taking out the one that is either empty or you still have a few rounds in it, but you want to make sure that you have a full capacity magazine in your handgun. That's it. You're taking it out, you're putting it in. So close up, it looks like this. Basically, you're leaving up the space. You're grabbing this magazine right here with your 3 fingers, your thumb, and the 2 fingers basically at the top. You're leaving up some space here underneath so that you could put the mag that is in the handgun in here while you're pressing the mag release, and there is nobody around here, so don't worry at all. And then you're taking it out and then switching and putting the next one and making sure you're clipping it in. Now, as a general rule of thumb, right, as usually you will hear people say, hey, you want to smash that magazine in there to make sure that it in there, all right, so it holds. But if you want to have the whole other layer basically of assurance, you want to be sure that that magazine actually clicked into place, what is better to do is actually getting it in all the way in and then clicking it into place. That way you know exactly, you hear that audible click, you know that it's in. Because whenever it comes to smashing the magazine in, yeah, but you might necessarily, you know, hear the click, and also because there is a round in the magazine, once it actually hits at the very top of the chamber, it might give you a false just touching, making you think that you clicked, but you didn't. So very important. Before I went on a rant about smashing the magazine in. So again, tactical reload. You're engaging the target. You're clearing the room, whatever. You're out there. Okay, the target. Bam, bam, bam. You engage the target. You look around. You're changing the magazine. You look around some more, no threat, you get it in. Pretty good habits kind of to develop to make sure that you are, you know, covering your whole area before you're doing any mag changes or before you holster the weapon. And again, as you can see, this you can practice in the comfort of your own home. Now I've done a video review of something like this, the T-Trigger, excellent dry fire practice. In this situation, it might not be as good of something to work with, but this is what you can definitely do because it goes in a little bit harder, so it doesn't feel exactly as the real mag, but still you can dry fire. So again, you got both of the magazines, you're engaging the target, all right, thread neutralized. Now you can reload. You're putting this one back in, no threat, holstering the weapon. Pretty straightforward. Now with the emergency mag reload, you probably already know that because it's very popular in the competition world, and you know, whenever you see those rapid mag reloads, you know, during the competition. They look very, very impressive because it's speedy, very fast. Basically what you're doing is, again, if you're engaging the target, right, and you're engaging the target, there is still threat. You're not ready to do a tactical reload. You don't really care about, you know, keeping the magazine. Right now, the most important priority is to neutralize the threat. Let me, everything good, copy. Doing a video, copy.
Okay, I'm done with the door, and now I'm moving on to the hinges, and I'm doing another door.
Awesome, copy. Yeah, so we're still building the our church property over here. So there's a lot of work behind the scenes that's happening here. Hopefully soon I will be able to take you out on the tour. But back to the emergency reload, right? You're engaging the target. The threat is still there. You're trying to neutralize the threat. You're placing the shot. You're out of ammo. So your slide locks back in. The magazine is empty. Now it's time for the emergency reload. Why? Because there is still a threat in there. You don't care about the recovery of this magazine. Your number one priority right now is to neutralize the threat. So you're getting in the old magazine, you're putting in the new one, and you continue to engage the target. So really all you're doing, I'm going to show it to you slowly now. You're throwing and you want to kind of flank it, yank the empty magazine out of the mag well. So you're doing this while pressing the mag release button. So, and this yanking, technically you really don't need to do that. I noticed that specifically with the Glock, it works much better because Glock, you know, they a little bit lighter magazines than a lot of other magazines that are out there. So you don't really have a lot of that weight that pulls the magazine out. I mean, you can definitely do that, it's fine. But if you want as speedy, as fast of an emergency reload as you can, you're throwing it out, you're getting the next one in, you're engaging the target. All right, so once again, exercises for your tactical reload, taking it out, leaving some space, putting this in, and if you really don't switch the angle of your arms, I'm just showing it to the camera, but basically if I was in the same stationary, that's it. And I hope you can see that in the camera good. I'm going to show you this way. And again, you want to get in the habit, in the good habits of you engage the target before you conduct your tac reload. You make sure that there is no more threat. Get it in, ground some more, get your weapon back in the holster. And really, for the most part, most of the times it doesn't do anything to you. But in a situation where it's going to matter, if you have that 360 awareness, it just helps. And this is some of the good habits that you want to kind of start with whenever it comes to learning. So again, tac reload. Very simple, very nice, and you're sliding in that magazine very nice and slow so you can hear click. Because once you hear the click, you know for a fact that this magazine is not going anywhere. And then your emergency reload. Get it in out. That's really it. The only thing that you'll have to worry about is picking up the magazine every time. And you can become pretty smooth with it. Obviously you can see how clearly both of these two different mag reloads, seemingly, right, mag reload. So you know, you're reloading a magazine, so what, big deal. But again, whichever situation you're going to be, the different situation, whether there is still threat in it, or if the threat has been neutralized already, or if you already have a good cover and you have the opportunity to recover the used magazine and put it back in, or throw it in your dump pouch, really whatever, it depends on how many rounds you've placed. And that's another thing that you kind of want to pay attention to, is how many rounds you spend out of the existing magazine, so you can kind of keep the track on. But we'll get into all of that later. Hopefully this video was useful. Let me know in the comments below if it was. If you want to see more instructional videos, I'll be happy to provide them, because I actually love doing that. So thank you very much for watching. Always appreciate your time. God bless. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you in the next video. All right.